Joining us now is Boston Athletic Association President and CEO Tom Grilk. Tom, thanks so much for joining us. Good to see you. Very exciting to have a date. So can you tell us how you decided on October 11th?
Well, we've decided on October 11th with a high degree of cautious optimism. We hope it can happen. If it can happen, that's when it will be. The date has been worked out with a very high degree of collaboration with public officials at all levels, local, city, state, public health agencies. The idea is to have it on a Monday so that it doesn't interrupt with normal weekend things. And at the same time, it's a day when there's no school so that buses are available. It's kind of hard to find any available time during the fall. And this was the best compromise that all of these various groups could come up with. And we're very pleased.
So October 11th it is, and as you say, there are hurdles still to be faced, but you want people to know this is what you're shooting for. You're cautiously optimistic, but still there are some steps that need to happen along the way.
That's right. And this will be a continuation of the collaboration that we have engaged in with all of the various government agencies, as well as a panel of experts that have been kind enough to convene with us from the medical, emergency medical, public health fields, so that we can be as prepared as necessary for every kind of mitigation strategy that may be necessary in order to do this. That will go on further. And we'll keep doing that for a little while before we even announce the opening of registration. We won't do that for some weeks at least, so as to have the best possible sense for what the field size could be in an event in October.
Reasonable for people to want you to wait a little bit before registration begins, so you have a much better, clear picture of what things will look like in the fall. But the 125th running is a celebration. It's historic, and you are going to incorporate the virtual component again this year in order to give the world access to being able to participate?
You stated perfectly, yes. The idea of celebrating the 125th Boston Marathon is one that we want to extend as much as we can. So yes, there'll be a virtual event. And in 2021, as happened in 2020, we'll extend the Boston Marathon and take it to the world, even as this time we hope to be able to conduct it in person as well, and give the opportunity to celebrate 125 consecutive marathons, the longest streak in the world, to everybody in the world who has interest in it.
It is phenomenal, and we'll all be hoping for one of those beautiful golden October days that's just the right temperature for running. All right, Tom Grilk, B.A.A. President and CEO. Thanks so much for breaking the news here with us on CBSN Boston, and we'll be back in touch with you in the next few weeks as those dates become better identified for registration and everything else people need to know for the Boston Marathon. Tom, thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay.